Hello everyone. Welcome back here to BSG. I'm ShadowFrost and I'm joined here by Wartab, who's gonna be running Pokemon X and Y later. So, crowd getting excited. I love it.
Pog.
So, yeah, Wartab. Immediately off of the bat, you're gonna be running Pokemon X and Y. That's 2 games. What version will we be seeing when you're playing that game?
I will be playing Pokemon X, but it really doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, because that was what I was wondering. Like, I often see with Pokemon games that there's like 2 different. They just put both games there. Is there like any major differences between the games, or is it more personal preference on what you like to run more?
I mean, there's not really a version that is more optimal than the other, but there's one that is a little bit less risky, which is Pokemon X, because at the point where you're trying to catch Halucha, there's more wild encounters you can get in the grass, and since there's no RNG manipulation, you kind of are hoping to not get that one encounter that is in Pokemon Y, which is Electric. It's quite unlikely, it's like 10%. But yeah, knowing speedruns, you prefer the safety.
Yeah, the extra safety of just having a little bit of extra more odds of finding that runnable Pokemon on getting you through the run faster.
Yeah, it's more that you will just not die.
So is there like, does in general everyone in the community run Pokemon X, or is there like some people that are like, I just like Y more, I like Evital more, so that's why I run that?
It's quite rare that people use Y, but usually it's because it's the game they have and don't want to spend another $40 on the game.
I see. So in general, so if anyone wants to run, they can use either. And okay, oh, that's pretty cool. I really thought that there was maybe some more different reason that there was like big time games, like with other games that there's really different trainers or whatnot. But oh, cool.
No, it's the same otherwise.
So yeah, I also saw that recently you've been practicing for your run X and Y, and that you also got a world record for it. So congratulations, first of all, on that.
Thank you.
But I'm curious, when you're at such a level, when you're running that game, what are like those time saves that you need to go for in a run? Like, what are those final little bits of you gotta push for getting the run? Is it like specific menus that you practice or movement, or is it more getting that luck that you'd really need?
I mean, it's Pokemon, so luck is like the biggest factor when you try to get a world record. You reset pretty early on. Like at the beginning, you reset for a Bunnelby, which is like a 20% encounter. And so for top times, you kind of want to get it within 3 encounters. Otherwise, it just takes too much time. Otherwise, you lose like almost a minute. Otherwise, yeah, you have to kind of be crisp on the menus. That's true. The shops are crucial because you know exactly which inputs to do. Like, it's a little bit of everything, but
okay. So, I forgot what I want to say. Anywho. So yeah, okay. Then that's gonna be. I feel so bad. I lost my train of thought for a second.
Okay,
just breathe and just back it up again. So yeah, okay. Then I think it's going to be a really cool one that we're going to be seeing, Pokemon X and Y. But I know that you also run a ton of other generations as well, that you run Gen 5, Gen 7, Gen 8. What in particular does this generation, like this 6th generation with X and Y, what makes it really unique for you that you think like, this is why I like the run of this generation over the others, for why you like this one?
in terms of speedrunning?
We can go both ways if you want.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of speedrunning, I just like the strategy in this specific speedrun. Like you use so many Pokemon in this run. It's quite unique. You switch 4 times.
Oh, really?
Like you go Chespin, then Farfetch'd, then Hawlucha, and then Lucario. That's pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah, because with like the other games, it's like much more that you just use your starter or like main switch once, right?
Yeah, you tend to generally like use one beginning Pokemon, maybe a legendary at some point, but it's usually like 2 Pokemon, but here it's 4.
Oh, so yeah, that's kind of definitely unique in towards other games. I know that the other Gen 6 game, the Omega Ruby FS Sapphire, that you also have that that you use multiple mains, I believe. So in that sense, I guess that's sort of a generation thing for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but in Auras, which the other game is, it's more organic because you just use the 2 legendaries. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of that game, to be honest.
Okay. Then let's go away from that topic and just move on towards the next question, because I'm always curious. Like when you do so many different Pokemon games, do you ever get a moment that you sort of kind of mix up different strategies from different games that you think like, oh, I should use a Repel now or whatever. Oh wait, that's what I will be doing in Gen 5 instead of Gen 6.
No, not really. No, the games are too different. Like I treat them very separately, and I never get mixed up. Really, no, not really.
Oh, okay. I would think that you would potentially have that. So that's not what I was expecting. So, so if you ever want to run multiple Pokemon games, that doesn't get in the way or anything. All right. So then where I want to lead next, like where you tend to play a ton of the newer Pokemon games. And of course, recently, the new Pokemon games have been announced, Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet. When a Pokemon game gets announced like that, do you already have like, yeah, I want to speedrun that? Or is it more of a sense of like, I first really got to play it myself and see what it is before I decide on it?
Before release, I usually say I want to, so there's 2 steps. I want to root the game and I want to speedrun it. With the newer games, it's been mostly just rooting because the games are, like the new games are just pretty bad, if I'm honest. Like they are long, boring, but I like the rooting aspect way more because it's just math.
So do you definitely the more of the preparation being like, oh, let's figure out which Pokemon to use, what is better. That's because that's obviously also a part of speedrunning that you don't really get to see that often. Are you always involved with that, or is it? Wait, let me phrase that differently. If you're, is that usually the plan in advance when you see a game? Like, do you immediately want to know, like, for Scarlet and Violet, in this sense that you're going to be like, yeah, I already know I'm going to be routing for that? Or
yeah, I usually do that. It's just the last game that got released, Legend Arceus. I hated that game, so I played through the game once and then I never opened it again. I just don't like it. But it's the only game where I was like, I gave up immediately. But the other games, I really tried to re-push, at least initially, a lot of the strategies. And I'm pretty sure that Scarlet and Violet will be a more classic game, so I will probably also be involved in that again. And yeah, and I've been involved in that since Pokemon Ultra Sun Moon. And yeah, since then, every game except PLA.
we skipped that one. We skipped that one. That's
please, forever. Forget that game forever.
Oh. All right. Then have you already decided on which of the 2 you're getting, or do you need more information for that?
I have decided, but I don't know which one it is. It's like, I think one is supposed to be playing in the past and one in a more modern time. And I am going to get the modern time one, but I don't know which one of the 2 it is.
I think that's a violent variant. So,
okay.
So, all right. So for the viewers at home, if you want to be cool like Wartab, you should get that one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So yeah, we're heading to the end of this interview. Thank you so much for having you here. Do you have any final things you want to mention to the audience before we head off for our next run?
Sure. I'd like to shout out my boy Araya because he asked for it. Yeah, and all the people memeing in my Discord also. I love everyone.
All right. Thank you so much for this interview. I'm really glad you were able here to join me. And also thanks everyone for tuning in for this interview. We're going to be setting up for the next run. So definitely stay tuned. And yeah, see you all soon.